everyone and welcome back to my channel. So apologies for my face. I have no makeup on. I won't lie, I have a massive niggling headache in the back of my head and I feel like I could just literally fall asleep. But today I thought I would do my skincare routine because I seriously need to sort out my skin because, as you can see, my neck is not the same colour as my face and I need to fake tan my face, but I need to do my skincare routine before I do that so my face isn't dry and crusty. So yeah, apart from the niggling headache that's really pissing me off, I'm going to show you my skincare. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and also if you'd like to see my thoughts on Dermalogica, because I thought this could be kind of like a testing Dermalogica face products, because I know that Dermalogica, I'm sorry I just said that word so many times, they're very they're quite a well-known skincare brand, and I think a lot of people probably are wanting to know what it's like and whether it's worth the money, because it is quite expensive. Like, it's not drugstore prices, and I just want to say that I have been gifted a lot of the items in my skincare routine. However, that doesn't stop me from saying whether the hell it works or not, because I'm not going to sit here and say that something works if it doesn't, or if I think that there's something better out there. So yeah, that's what's going to happen, and I really hope you enjoy the video and enjoy me putting stuff on my face. So first things first, I have to put my hair up. I literally cannot do my skincare with my hair flapping around everywhere. I'd also like to apologise for my dark circles. I look bloody horrendous, I won't lie. Use this clip and just gather. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so this is what I look like when I do my skincare. So the first thing I'll usually do is remove my makeup. I won't lie, I haven't got any makeup on right now, as you can probably tell by the terrible dark circles under my eyes. I've also got eyelashes on the end of my eyes, so I don't know if it kind of makes me look like I'm kind of, or whether my eyes are actually just doing that because my ring light's really bright and I've got a noggin ache. But I use, to remove my makeup, this number 7 micellar water. I won't lie, I usually use the Garnier one, but my sister actually got me this for Christmas, so I thought I would try it. I really like it. I like the fact it has like a pump. I enjoy that because sometimes I feel like when you're pouring it out the bottle, like the Garnier one, it can sometimes maybe put too much on the cotton pad, but with this you can really like control it and how much comes out. But I like to use these big round, well, oval cotton pads these are from Primark, because they are literally massive, so you can literally swipe everything away, you know, in one blooming swipe. I mean, look at that. So yeah, I'm just going to pop a little bit on. I usually use about 4 squirts if I've got mascara on. However, obviously I said I've got eyelashes on, so I don't actually have mascara on. Well, actually no, that's a lie, I do, because I have to stick the eyelashes to my real lashes. But usually if I'm doing this, it will probably be mainly on my eyes I'm removing the makeup with this stuff. I won't lie, it can sting a little bit. Now the Garnier one literally does not sting my eyes at all. I don't know if anybody else has tried it and tried this one, and maybe like this one doesn't hurt your eyes, but this one does sting my eyes a little bit, which is a bit annoying, because when I take my eye makeup off, I literally I rub the, I won't lie, I probably shouldn't be as harsh with my eyes as I am, but I am. So the next thing I usually do is obviously take off my face makeup. So in the evening, if I have like a full face of makeup on, or if I've had foundation and concealer on, I'll use this number 7 hot cloth cleanser, which I actually really like. This is really good. You do not have to be spending a lot of money on stuff like this, because I've tried the Lizzo one before, and I won't lie, like maybe I wasn't really realising or like taking much notice of what it was doing, but this one's really good. I love the consistency and it's really nice. but if I haven't been having much makeup on my skin, I'll go and use this Garnier Organic Lemongrass Detox Gel Wash. And I actually was sent this. Now this was in like a little set that I got, and I won't lie, it's nice. I like it. I love the fact that it smells like lemongrass. At first I wasn't too sure, however when you put it on your skin it's so refreshing. So for the morning time, this one is really, really nice, and it just makes your skin feel like a lot more awake, and it's a nice thing to have on your face in the morning. So today I'm going to use this one. You do get a little hot cloth with it. I will use about 1.5 pumps today because I don't have makeup on. Oh my god, it looks like little boobies. Can we see this? But yeah, I literally just pop it everywhere. It feels so nice because it's so thick. This is the little muslin cloth that comes with the little set. It's quite small actually. I have the ones from Les Earl and they're a little bit more bigger, but I mean it doesn't really make much difference to be honest, but I'm literally just going to use it to remove all of the fake tan, I guess, from my face. So if I'm going to use a face mask, I'll usually use this. I don't know how to say this, and I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong, but it's the Alia Skin Australian Pink Clay Mask. Now this is really good for your blackheads. Now, when this is drying on your skin, you can literally see it, you know, you can see that it's activating, not activating, but you can see your pores really clearly. I don't know if you can see, but I'm literally hit the bottom of this. This is like proper pink clay. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh wow, that's disgusting. But I'm only gonna put this on my forehead and my nose and my chin because that's where I get the most blackheads. I find like this is a very intense mask. Like this is thick, and when it dries very like hard. Like it is a proper, I feel like this is what it'd be like if you went and put the clay on from, like, you know, when you go to Iceland, not the shop, obviously the place, and you like use the natural clay on your body. I feel like that's what this would be like. Harsh. I feel like sometimes it's a little bit, it kind of maybe goes a little bit too far, in the sense that I don't know if I leave it on maybe for too long. I usually leave it on until it dries, which is probably why my skin goes dry, and I probably leave it on for too long. However, when you'll kind of see it when it's drying, like you'll see my pores, and it's really quite gross. So the brush that I use for this, if anyone's interested, it's the Real Techniques pointed foundation brush. I find putting this on with the brush is so much easier because I really don't like it when it all gets all under my nails, and it just means you can put it on neatly and put it in the areas you actually want to put it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, like around my chin, like these bubbles here, and I think it's kind of like drying around where I have blackheads, and often it kind of shows up on the nose as well, but I don't know if it's dry enough. That is close up, wow. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove this now. I also need to put my hair back up because I won't lie, I was just taking the thumbnail. I'm gonna use the muslin cloth again, and oh gosh, remove it. I won't lie, that was probably about, I don't know, maybe like nearly 5 minutes. However, I'm going to take it off now because I don't want it to dry too much because I don't want it to make my skin go too dry. Okay, so this is what my skin is looking like after the mask. Like when I say if I want a mask that's going to moisturise and brighten my face, this one probably isn't what I'd go for. So obviously my skin doesn't really look much different. I wouldn't say it really gives much of a glow about your face, which I've tried other masks that do, and I do usually tend to like a face mask that makes my skin look really glowy. However, I don't really need to do that because the next product is literally the most glowy thing ever. So the next thing I use is this Dermalogica Barrier Defense Booster. Now, I googled this, right, and this, I won't lie, this is £67 and I cannot believe that it's £67. I just can't. So what I usually do is I just take a pump, I guess, like you press the bottom here and it comes out, which is quite cool. But I take about this much. I mean, I don't know if I'm using too much. And I put this on before my moisturiser. So what I usually do, I should probably take my ring off, is just pop it in between my hands and then I guess, oh, pop it on all over my face. I kind of tend to stick around my cheek area because that's where I want most radiance, because I don't really need any more radiance coming off my forehead, do I? Because it's massive. But yeah, I don't know. Right, so since I've been using this product, I've had next to no spots, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I've literally had nearly no spots. Or you know when like your skin is just being a proper little knob and you know it's just not going well for you. This thing has literally saved, I say saved my skin like it was awful. Like my skin wasn't awful before. I mean, I get redness and I pick my skin, which makes it worse. But this thing, if you can afford to buy this, because I for one cannot, I wish I could. I wish that I could purchase this once this runs out, but I know that I'm not at the point in my life where I can spend £67 on a face oil. But I believe that this is what is making my skin so good at the minute for some strange reason. I don't know. I mean, it could be any of these products, but this, since I've been using this, I've noticed a big decline in spots just randomly popping up on my forehead, and that's usually where I get a lot of my spots, and also like around here as well. So this is really good. If you ever have the chance of trying this, I would really highly recommend trying it out. But as for moisturiser, I use the Simple Rich and Replenishing Moisturiser. I try to use a tiny bit of, but sometimes a lot comes out, but I use about this much. My face, so if I put my moisturiser on straight after, it usually gets rid of the feel. So if you're worried about that serum, that barrier defense booster feeling oily on your skin, I would highly recommend putting on a moisturiser afterwards if you hate that greasy feeling. But so far this also makes your skin glowy, like so glowy. I sometimes go to work and I don't really wear makeup at work because I don't know if any of you know, I am a cleaner. But yeah, so this is just amazing, and I'll put this on underneath my moisturiser and I'll go to work, and instead of thinking, Christ, look at me without makeup on, I actually think my skin looks quite glowy and dewy. Next is my eye cream. Now, I won't lie, I got sent this last week, I think, and this is the Dermalogica Biolumin C Eye Serum. So this is what it looks like. It's a relatively new product, I think, to Dermalogica. Again, I was sent it. I should have probably said at the beginning of the video, but I am like a skinfluencer, so I get to try out like new things from Dermalogica, and they are very kindly, they send me stuff to use, which is just crazy because, I mean, I'll just never really understand it, to be honest. It should take the tiniest amount. It says on the instructions that you need to take a tiny amount, and I literally just pop it on my eyes, but I kind of like go around with my ring finger. And apparently I've read that you're always supposed to go like one direction with your eye cream, and apparently it's supposed to be up. So you have youthful looking eyes when you're older, apparently. But I can't really say much about this, I won't lie, because it is relatively new. I mean, I've been trying it for a week, so I am yet to see whether, you know, it brightens and says all that it says that it should do. So I shall maybe leave like a little comment when I realise if it's any good in the video, and I'll just let you know like if it's worked out for me or not. So yeah, that's nearly the last thing. So the next thing in my evening skincare routine is a lip balm. I literally can't have moisturised skin and not have moisturised lips. So the one that I use for bedtime is this Dermalogica nightly lip treatment. Now I won't lie, this isn't my favourite Dermalogica product, only because I feel like you don't have to spend a lot of money on a good lip balm, and also this is very much so like, I don't know if you can see, this has a very exciting nib, and you press down and it comes out and it's like a cream. I can imagine this is what, I haven't used the is it the Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream? I haven't used that. However, I could imagine that's what that cream would be like. This is more of like a cream that I would expect to be putting around my eyes and not on my lips. But I won't lie, the feeling and the sensation of this nib is just unreal. Like, if you get really horrible crusty lips like I do, it's just nice to have like a cooling sensation on your lips. However, I won't lie with this, so I feel like it dries pretty quickly, and I like Carmex, I won't lie, my Carmex I love, and I think Carmex is probably the best, and also just your average Nivea. Do you know what I mean? Like, so this product is fab. Like, I use it and it's so, like, it's a great idea, and this thing on the end is just brilliant. However, the actual product itself I feel like isn't the best, and I wouldn't maybe recommend you go out and buy this. So of course the last thing I'm going to do is put my fake tan on. The fake tan I use for my face is the Garnier Ambre Solaire Natural Bronzer Tan. Now this is like a spray mist, and once I've done all of this I'll then spray this on top. I won't lie, because this is like an aerosol, it can make my skin quite dry after a couple of days, so I do have to make sure that I keep my skin moisturised, otherwise I just go really crusty. But I just put on a little spritz, which it should look really glowy. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry I look very greasy right now, but this is what I look like after my skincare. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see more videos then please do subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!